Should I feel bad because I genuinely want to have kids? Nope. And lots of your generation will have kids. Just make sure to find someone who wants kids too when you're ready. As you noted, not everybody does. I'm child-free. And personally, I support your choice. Nothing is wrong with wanting to have kids. The world has always been a scary place. And we're living in relatively good times compared to most of history. It's a personal choice and no one should judge you over it. You are still young. Don't let peer pressure push you into guilt about anything. Fuck them. Do your thing. Live your life. Make another human when you find someone who wants the same thing you want. At the same time you want it. Kids are extremely difficult to raise. Make sure you can provide or else you will not raise them. I'm 16. And I don't want kids. Is there anything wrong with that? Nope. Might I change my mind when I'm older? Yep. You're 16. And you don't want kids. Is there anything wrong with that? Nope. Might you change your mind? Yep. I never want children. I'm not bothered by other people having them by any means though. I always wanted kids too when I was younger and made sure my partner was on the same wavelength. We met at 18, married at 24 and had kids at 27 and 30. Love my kids. Best thing I could have made half by myself. Nope. You're 16 and many will change their mind. I did. Just before having them, make sure you can afford to give them a good life. That's the only thing that should keep you from having them. The inability to give them a decent life. And well, you know, you're so also should want them, but that goes without saying. You're 16. I'd bet the vast majority of those super nihilistic edgy folks will grow out of it. And many of them will even have kids. Most people will want kids at some point. The drive to have them tends to trigger at different ages. However, please be smart about it. Get a good job, go to school or get into a trade, find a woman who treats you well and you can. Picture being a mom and work towards it after marriage. After you start working at a good job. You're still young, FYI. Super young. You'll likely change your mind back and forth a number of times as you get older. You don't have to make decisions now, and about the worst thing anyone can do is hold on to a huge decision like that, made when you were 16. No one should even think about having kids until they are at least 25. So much life to enjoy, and you will only resent the little ones from stealing your youth. Be a foster parent. Or join a Big Brother YMCA program. Don't wait for a second person to complete your world when you could become the world to someone else. No, you should not feel bad. It's fine and good to recognize the shitty aspects of the world we live in. But sometimes people who state the world is too shitty to bring children into are being super fatalistic and passive. For example, you could channel your awareness of the world's shittiness into behaviors that drive positive change, rather than just state, things are shit so I give up. Let's die out. Whether you are concerned about the environment, economy or social issues, there are small things you can do to address those things within your own life and community. Having a child and raising them with the same values can be part of that. Like, my best friend has 2 sons and is as concerned as the rest of us about issues like violence against women. So she is raising her boys to be respectful and non-violent towards women. As another example, I am concerned about housing affordability. So I work for a homelessness NGO and have made plans to ensure my future child's housing stability. It is totally fine to want children and in fact a great opportunity to try and shape the world around you into a less shitty place. Even small daily actions can make a small daily impact. You don't have to be inventing wholesale new things or starting new companies. If you don't want, don't feel bad. Kids are great. The world will always have shitty aspects to it. But if you raise them as best you can, they're more likely to avoid or not partake in the shitty. But I would highly recommend living as much life as you can before you start having kids. No. But just consider the expenses too. Having kids really early is not something that will be very feasible for you economically speaking. I am curious what at 16 made you think of having kids? Our problems of today, although long-term in general, have plenty of short-term ones too, such as ozone protection, are likely not to be the same problems the next generation. Each generation has their own unique problems, and even though perhaps they are solved, what actually happens is that your kids perhaps will have it better or worse. You never know. If you want kids but feel conflicted, I recommend making it possible for the next generation to become adaptable to change, as problems will always exist, but solutions depend on wisdom and education from experienced humans. That way you can feel less guilty and give opportunity to the next gen even if you don't have kids. Also, yeah, what others are saying. Wait. Clicked on the wrong post, sorry. I wanted kids when I was 16. But I'm now closer to 30 and no longer want kids. I've felt this way for about 4 to 5 years now.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.